Hi guys, welcome to the live feed. I couldn't do the live feed yesterday because my internet connection completely sucked and it would be pointless. But today I see that the stupid Comcast finally improved the connection, so we'll try to talk. I will allow the people to log in because this is the surprising kind of broadcast at this point. And we'll try to talk about the announcement which was made by the Arsenal yesterday about those rifles, Arsenal SLR104FR. This is, of course, the version with the side folding stock. And yesterday, basically, the Arsenal said this, and let me bring this to the screen. This is from their website. They basically are saying that production ends for the popular shooting rifle SLR104FR, and then if you'll read this very carefully, they will say that the production ends temporarily. So this is not the permanent halt of the production for the Arsenal SLR104. It's just the temporary halt, and then they throw something about that those rifles may become collectibles and shit like this. All right, here is the thing which I got with the Arsenal USA, and basically let me explain how the whole system works, so you guys are on the same platform as I am. So the FIME group, FIME group, owns Arsenal USA, right? FIME group is responsible for, they have a contract, exclusive contract, for importing Arsenal Bulgaria rifles. Now, FIME group owns Arsenal USA, KVAR, and of course the FIME group as their own company. Also, FIME group controls imports of Moat Vapor. So at this point, pretty much the FIME group has the grip over imports from Bulgaria, and the only one standing import from Russia for the firearms, which is Moat rifles. And at any point, FIME group can juggle and all these imports, trim them down to create a little bit more demand for the market. They control the pricing, and they basically control the input and output of the rifles, imported rifles, hitting the market in the United States. So, and in the past, guys, just even going back a few months ago, you remember they were talking about possibility of, we're not going to get any more Vapors because of the Moat bankruptcy. They released the statement like this, which was, if you remember my feed at that point, I told you this is bullshit. And of course, the Vapors continue to come, and they will continue to come for at least another year. So, but in the past, the FIME group was caught creating those false demands for the market in order to boost their sales. And I'm honestly tired with this bullshit on their part. Okay, you wanna have sales, I understand that. You wanna sell the rifles. Shit is not moving because sales generally for the rifles went down the drain. That's fine, but because of your past actions, we don't know if this announcement is really true, or they are just stirring the pot again to create the false sales demand to boost their sales numbers. However, that being said, what the FIME group basically said about the SLR107FR, that's the version in 7.62 by 39, turned out to be true. They warned everyone that the production will not come to United States, and that 107 FR rifles will disappear from US market for at least another year. And that happened. I mean, that's, you cannot dispute that. That really did happen. And so they do have some informations, but at this point it's hard to filter out when they basically are creating just the marketing scam to boost their sales, and when they are really saying the truth. Is like that story with the boy who was calling that he's seeing the wolf. Well, I'm seeing the wolf. I'm seeing the wolf, and then everyone starts ignoring the poor guy. And when the wolf came in, it was too late, right? Because everyone thought that the boy will be making a prank again. So honestly, I don't know what the real answer is. I do not have any contacts inside the Arsenal Bulgaria. If anyone from the audience is from Bulgaria, contact me and maybe we can get to the bottom of this. But I don't know. I don't know if what they posted, and again, let me bring the screen back. I don't know if this is for real going to happen, if we are really going to see the limitation of the production of the Arsenal SLR104FR. I am not sure. I honestly cannot say one way or another, and that's because of what the Arsenal USA and the Fine Group people did in the past. We basically cannot tell. One thing which I want to point out to you too, I think so. If they are really, manipulating the market, this is a very bad idea in regards to the 545 by 39 rifles. Those rifles, they took a tremendous hit when the 7N6 ammo was banned basically by the Obama ATF. And it took a year to recover and traction and get some get some love for the 74 type rifles. And the Arsenal at that point, because of course very soon after the ban of ammo, 545 by 39 7 and 6 ammo, the very soon Saigas got banned, and that was another popular choice for the 545 by 39 rifle. So at that point, Arsenal was really the only one almost from the manufacturers, from the real factories, supplying the 545 by 39 rifles to the US market. And it took a year or a little bit even more to gain the traction back for the 545 by 39 caliber rifles in the United States. People realized that only surplus ammo was banned, not the whole 545 by 39. And we are getting now a lot of commercial ammo available in that caliber. And maybe sales were slow right now, but generally across the board, if you look at the gun sales, of course they diving down. Because there is no fear, at least at this point, from the government like run by the Obama, which you never knew what's going to happen. Every day was a struggle and fight. But anyhow, what if Arsenal is really trying to manipulate this just to gain the traction and boost the sales? I think it's a bad idea, because what is happening, I think at the end of the day, it just scares the people away from the caliber, and we are really working hard. Look how many videos we did this year about the 74 types. I'm trying to promote the 74 a little bit more, and I would like to see the steady supply of those rifles. At this point, if the 104 FR will be gone, all we're going to have basically left from the new factory rifles will be the Moat Vapor, and this is 7.62 by 39 version. But as you know, they got them in a 545 by 39 version. They basically look the same. So this will be the only one standing at this point from the, like a factory made guns. And that's not really good because not everyone likes the Vapor. As you guys know, the Vapor is heavier, it's got the heavier barrel, and it is a heavier receiver. So for some people, this is, and of course, the Vapor doesn't take the regular AK furniture. You have to at the bottom, at the at the lower portion, you have to have a different furniture for it. So for some people, they really don't like the Vapor that much, and I think so. If the Arsenal will pull back the 104FR model, the popularity of 545 by 39 will honestly suffer. That's what I'm thinking, because this rifle has his own appeal. Also, please remember, this rifle did the 5,000 rounds test, and it was like a walking in the park. Zero malfunctions from this weapon. To this day, I didn't have even one jam, and I continue to use for different tasks and different test purposes and everything. So I hate if this would really happen. If they will disappear, it will be a blow. At least, if they will disappear, I hope so they will be back soon. It's just, I wish that the Arsenal USA and the Fime Group wouldn't play those games with everyone, and they would be honest, and they will say how the shit really is like. So we'll go and from there, and I guess we'll take it on day by day basis and see what the future holds for the 104 FRs, and how this all thing is going to end up. And that may be actually a good news for the Lee Armory and their production of 74. Imagine that. But those are surplus parts kits rifles made by the Lee Armory, not like a brand new production rifles from Arsenal. So that's all I got on this subject. Basically, my advice is, hey, let's wait and see what's going to happen, and we'll roll roll from there. We'll take a few questions from the site, and we'll go from there, guys, because I'm on a tight schedule today. I wanna go back to working on the video. I have the second part of the ammo testing coming hopefully tomorrow. I'm editing, and I wanna upload it to the YouTube, and with all these problems with the internet, I don't want to take any chances. But I will take a few of your questions, because I see we got a lot on the site, and we'll go from there. Let me scroll to the top, and yeah, basically everyone is bashing right now the Fime Group. And this is from Circle 10AK. The Fime stands for, yeah, I know what the Fime stands for. I'm telling just that they own the KVAR and the Arsenal. And we really, the Fime Group is in charge of those imports. So hard to, at the end of the day, everything goes by the decisions made by the Fime Group. And the Fime Group is in the charge, as I said, of importing the Vapors and the Arsenals, and nothing happens without their permission. So, hold on, what's this? Okay, let me go back to the questions. Do you still own BCM Risi? Of course I do. It's a very cool rifle. Speaking about that, guys, I posted the documents published by the Naval Crane. This is the government the run facility, crane facility, for testing. And why I'm talking about the crane, because they did the test, and what in regards to the BCM, because BCM was huge on pushing the KeyMod rails and KeyMod system. BCM, without the BCM support, guys, you have to understand the KeyMat would probably never took off like it did. It was all thanks to the BCM. But recently, the Department of the Navy crane facility, this is like really facility loaded with smart people. They do all the testings. They do a lot of testings for the SOCOM and for all other branches in regards of technical performance of the equipment. So they did the test. They compared the rails between the KeyMat and the MLOC, and basically based on that report, if you go back to our website, I published the whole report, the PowerPoint slides which were unclassified, and you can see it. It was really fascinating how they did that. They did the drop tests on those rails, MLOC compared to versus the KeyMat, and basically they across the board the MLOC system outperformed the KeyMat. So from the rumors I heard, the BCM will be making the MLOC rails hopefully later this year, and hopefully they will start equipping their rifles with the MLOC rails. Kind of sad how it ended up for the KeyMat, but it's hard to argue with the data included in that report. The report was very well made and laid out basically the overwhelming performance of the MLOC over the KeyMat. So hopefully the Bravo company will not take a big hit on it, and you have to remember that a lot of sales for the Bravo company was not just the guns, but the accessories, KeyMat accessories, because you know what's going to happen right now. People are seeing that report, and everyone will be jumping the ship. It's like Titanic, because once the military adopts something, and as you know, the MLOC was adopted by the SOCOM. MLOC was adopted by the U.S. Army, the new sniper system, the new M110s we are getting, made by the HK. They will have the MLOC rails, and so the MLOC is moving completely. You will see more and more channeling to the military, and once the MLOC rails, like this is the MLOC rail 2 on that Vapor, once this is going to happen, you know, I hope so that the Bravo company will not take a big hit, and they will continue to make rifles because their rifles are really good. So going back to your question, yes, I still have the BCM Risi. It's working perfectly fine. It's a very nice shooting rifle, and I really like it. I like what they do. The only thing what some people may have against the BCM rifles, that they do not put the retention pin for the gas block. But you know, I shot so many rounds through that BCM, and you know, not even once those locking screws on the gas block came loose. So I never had a problem with it, and you really don't hear that much from the people about it, all right? But enough with the BCM talk, and that was kind of sidetracking. Jeez, I was hijacked. Brandon, you hijacked me to the completely different territory. But let's see what other questions. Okay, someone is poking fun at the Springfield and about the Springfield Armory and the Rock River Arms. We all went through that a few weeks ago, guys. Okay, has Rob made a response video since the Springfield and Rock River Arms, the whole hoopla? So after my original video on the subject was posted, I think like a few days later, the Rock River Arms and the Springfield Armory, they basically said, well, we want to sever any ties with that lobbying company. And that was, in my eyes, it was like another kind of retarded move on their part, because if you look into the papers, who is in charge of that company, they are obviously people from the Springfield Armory, The CEO of the Springfield Armory was the director of that lobbying company. And then you have the people from the Rock River Arms, and the one of the owners passed away, but that was what created that company. And they said that they severing ties with it because the company was acting without their permission or knowledge on those issues. And for me, that was like, what the hell are you guys trying to do? I mean, do you think we're really that stupid? So it's just basically no hope for them. I mean, they're trying to, flip the cat upside down right now and run with it. But whatever. I think that the damage they inflicted to themselves is beyond repair at this point. They have lost so much trust that I don't know if they will ever recover. All right, there is another question from what do you think about the Arsenal 556 AKs? Their SLR 106 rifles at the beginning, when they released them, they were plugged, and I mean absolutely plugged with the problems, guys. At some point, they kind of tried to get their hands on the issues, and they resolved them. And I think like the latest editions were really functioning rifles. But also at that time, Arsenal was also saying that they're not bringing those rifles anymore to the U.S. market. And but of course you can buy them. So all you trying to, if you thinking about buying that Arsenal in 556, make sure that this is the latest model, latest production, not something what was released at the beginning. Because as I said, I can give you the numerous examples where at the beginning that 556 version of their rifle completely sucked balls. So if you can focus and try to find the late production model. All right, any updates on the Vapor Rpk? No, I haven't heard anything. And I will ask, you know what? Thanks for reminding me, AJ. I'll go and ask my friends in the Mowat factory. I will use my contacts and we'll see where this is standing. I completely forgot about this, but this is a good subject, and let's see if we can dig something out. I'm not getting anything. It's hard to get anything straight from the fine group from KVAR from USA. So let's go back around the world. We'll go all the way to Russia, and we'll ask the people in Russia what's happening and what's going to happen. All right. Are you going to do that? Are you going to ever review the AK pistol like M85 or Draco? Well, with the recent ruling by the ATF that now again you can start using the braces, yes, we probably going to do that at some point. And I'm thinking maybe M85, because this is kind of still popular pistol, but or M92. We will see which one. But hopefully at the end of closer to the end of the year, maybe we will do it, guys. I don't want to make any commitments because the schedule for me looks extremely busy for the rest of the year. And I'll try to make the videos and put them here and there, but there are some other things happening in my life, and I do not have basically a time for everything. But as long as I can, I will try to come up with the videos for you guys, and so we can stay in touch and keep talking about the AKs and everything, right? But you have to understand that some things are out of my control, like I couldn't do any live feeds in the few recent past weeks because I wasn't around, and there will be no live feed next Friday either. I'll be gone, and then I'll be gone more and more. So let's leave it at this. I will try to keep the videos coming, but that too may get disrupted a little bit, guys. So don't go crazy. we'll see what's going to happen. But going back to your question about the pistols, yes, I will try to do. I will try to get back with Paul together and get some video going about the pistols, especially because I already have M85, so it will be easy to do it. Okay, any feedback on the CMMG MK47 Mutant? I used that rifle only once, and we had it with Paul for like maybe 2 or 3 hours only. So that's not enough feedback. That's not enough time to generate any useful feedback. However, in that time frame, I will tell you, I don't know, are we cursed with Paul or what? But when we were shooting, we managed to get the rail. The rail started coming off. It went loose and started coming off from recoil. So I'm telling you, sometimes we just touch the weapons and they start falling apart. But it was only literally, I'm telling you, 2 to 3 hours of shooting, and not that's not enough to give you an honest feedback. At this point, I'll just withhold my judgment on it because it's hard to say one way or another. Really, I don't want to drown that rifle based on maybe 10 magazines. That's just not fair. What about IWI 7.62 by 39 rifle? Those Galil Ace are very nicely made. Again, I do not own one, so it will be a limited feedback from my usage, which I had from either running at them at some shows, or some people were allowing me to shoot them. The rifle is very well made. That's not even a question. All right, the magazines were fitting. I used the numerous magazines on those. They were fitting very nicely. I did not have a time to really check the accuracy of the rifle and how the rifle is performing as far as how accurate the barrel is and everything. However, I think there are numerous reports, and the people are basically saying there are around 2 to 3 MOA. As far as functions and everything, the rifle was functioning flawlessly. I had zero issues with basic performance of the rifle. Now, that being said, you have to understand that the biggest enemy of IWI 7.62 by 39 rifle is their price. Their price point is hovering around $1,800. That's a lot of money for the rifle in the caliber of 7.62 by 39, right? But it is a factory made rifle, very high quality, very nicely made. And if you want to have like a modernized version of the AK rifle, which has the AK heart or backbone, either way you want to spin it, then yes, this Galil Ace makes perfect sense. It honestly, for that kind of money, if you want to have a modernized AK, that would be a path to go, and that rifle will offer you much more than all those boutique AKs made by some outfits, right? Because this is a factory-made gun, and with the really good barrel and the good setup. But again, the biggest point fighting against this rifle is a price point. And at this point, you may also start thinking, why spend $1,800 on a 7.62 by 39 if I can go and get the Galil Ace in 308, right? So you have some options. I wouldn't be as fixed on that 7.62 by 39 version. If you want to spend that kind of money, you got a lot of options for the 308 caliber, and you can have some fun. It always goes back to the question, what really you expecting to do with that rifle, and what you really want to have and accomplish from it. All right. Another question. Are you Century Arms fan? I'm fan of nobody. Okay, I just use the equipment, and I either like the equipment or I don't like equipment. What I like about the Century Arms is that they keep bringing the Wasars to United States and the Zastava rifles. Even if I My luck with the Zastava rifles is rather poor, but I understand that there is a lot of people who like the Yugo rifles, and thanks to Century Arms, guys. Thanks for bringing them to and importing them to United States. Also, the Wasser rifles, I really like the Wasser. I think if you are on a budget and you are looking for a budget AK, you can get them right now in the around 620 bucks, 650 bucks if you look really carefully on the internet. And you can snatch them, and this is a good starter rifle. Nothing else, nothing more. But for that kind of money, you can get the original, former Black factory made rifle, and for that I'm really grateful for Century that they do this and they continue to bring the imports. Now, I honestly don't care that much about their US made rifles, the RAS 47 and the C39, whatever version they are at right now. I use the RAS 47 and again, I didn't have a good luck with the RAS 47. I know from the feedback I'm getting about the RAS 47, there's a lot of people for those rifles basically did not perform, and there's no other way to put it in. You can wrap around that poop any way you want it, but the golden wrapper will not change the fact that the rifle did not perform to the customer expectations. Century insists and says that this is the best AK ever made, and I strongly disagree with that. I think so there is a lot of room to improve those rifles, a lot of room to improve those rifles. But the truth is they continue to make them and they continue to sell them, so people keep buying them, and that's good for them. At this point there is so much info posted about the RAS 47 that you can make your choice. And either way you will choose to go, that's your decision and your decision only. For me, it's very simple. I will never buy the RAS 47 again. For you, if you want to buy the RAS 47, good for you. Hopefully it will work. Good luck with it, right? But as far as a company, I got nothing against the company. I really would like them, honestly, to succeed. I would love to see a Century being a successful company and producing outstanding rifles. I wish them that with all my heart. I got nothing against Century, honestly. All right, next question. What brand or model of AK for the first one? I would ask you this: how much money you want to spend, and I will give you the few choices. So if you are really on a budget, like I talk about it, run with the Wasser 10. This is the basic, simple rifle, and you will be happy with it. If you have a little bit more money, you can open for $849. You can get the Arsenal SLR107 R. This is a fixed stock version. Check. There are a few points which still got them. Check the Circle 10 AK, I think got them, and the Atlantic Firearms got them in stock. $849. Very good rifle. Went through our test. Absolutely, I like it. I'm using this rifle for all our ammo tests. Of course, it's pimped now and painted to my likings and everything, but very good rifle. Now, if you want to stay below $1,000 and get a really good rifle, this is one of my most favorite AKs, or AK style, because this is not really AK, but Vapor FM. I absolutely love these rifles. This is my pimped version. As you can see, that's a lot of changes went to this rifle, but with today's accessories market, you can put any kind of stock on it because the regular stocks absolutely suck. Of course, you can use the optic. This is the 126 X, our recon pack dedicated scope for the AK in 7.62 by 39. and you can set that rifle any way you want it. And it's just really high quality. I honestly think so that if you look just from the quality perspective, the Vapor rifles, they absolutely blow the competition away. Everything what the Vapor does is really higher quality on average than you will see from Arsenal or anyone else. Really, the Vapor and Moat factory. I mean, Moat makes the Vapor. Moat makes a really nice rifles and a great product. And this basic Moat Vapor FM will cost you around $999, and it's a very good purchase. And I think so. Those two selling outfits again was Circle 10AK, the Atlantic Firearms, and I think so Copper Customs. Check Copper Customs too. They should have the Vapor FM rifles in stock. So you got three different rifles priced a little bit differently, and three different stages of how you can advance and get your first AK. All right. All right, let me see what. Okay, question is this the Atlas bipod attached? No, this is the some companies making the knockoff. I'm just testing it, and I want to see how's this performing. For some strange reason, I don't know. I think Atlas owns patents for their bipods, but I see a lot of clones popping up on the market, and this is the clone. So far, so good. It's performing very well. It has a different tensioning system, and this could be used as a as you can see the forward grip too for the people who like that kind of shit. But I just like it because it's larger and it's easier to set the tension when you are lowering the legs and adjusting the pen and tilt of the bipod. So it's not the Atlas, it's a knockoff. But as I said, I don't know yet how good or how bad this thing is. I have it for like maybe a month only, so, and I keep shooting it, and at some point I will give you the update on it. What kind of handguard is on the Vapor? This is the handguard which we team up with the guys from the TDI Arms, and this is the prototype, but that handguard currently is in the production, and this is the Vapor FM dedicated handguard. Will be coming to our store very, very soon. The projected price at this point, unless something will change, will be below $100. It will be 99 bucks, I think. We'll see. We'll try to stay with that price. But basically, the handguard will be made by the TDI Arms, and as you can see, it's an M-lock handguard. So when we were designing this and working on the design, we didn't have all these lab test results yet, but we decided to go with the M-lock, and turned out to be a correct decision. All right. All right, guys. At this point, I will basically finish the feed, and we'll see. Hopefully, maybe down the line, in a few weeks or so, on the live feed, I will release the new video tomorrow. That will be about, again, the second part about the ammo testing. And that should go tomorrow unless something will happen to it. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being with us, and hopefully I will see you soon.